All right, we back. I think this is part 5 of watching Tesla using these gamma charts. I'm actually authorized now to put the link to these gamma charts in the description, so I'm going to actually show you guys how to pull them up right now real quick. That's what this video is going to be about, quick overview of Tesla. Then first thing I'm going to do is show you this, how to do this. So I'm going to leave this link to the Investors Haven Discord. What you want to do is come to this bot commands. All right, and all you got to do is type in !GEX and your ticker. So let's look at Upstart, since I'm going to be doing that later. We might as well do that. So you just type in your ticker, and what it's going to do is going to give you the total GEX for the next expiry. So now we've got March 11th, which is tomorrow. There's the GEX chart basically showing total gamma exposure at each level. So this is what we want. We want these total levels. You can get this on Unusual Whales as well. I'm going to show you what I mean. Unusual Whales, if you go to the intraday analyst page, let's just go to Upstart, and then you got to go to the Greeks tab. It's very similar. I love checking this to find the max pain points, find huge levels with the flow. You can change it however you want to kind of see which levels are getting which strikes are getting the most action. You got your Greek breakdown there. Then you got your gamma exposure here, and so this typically would line up. You want to look at this at about 6 or 6:30 in the morning when these open interest numbers get updated, because what we're looking at now is based on the close, and so we want to see those open interest numbers, and that'll change the picture quite a bit. So always make sure to check it out at 6 or 6:30 in the morning. I can't remember the exact time that gets updated, but anyways, so coming back to this, so this is the first one. You also got some numbers here where you got your total GEX. You got the GEX set up for the actual day. So total right now in the options chain sitting minus 2.6 million, which is bearish, and pretty bearish for a stock like Upstart. We got long-term volatile. I think what this means is long-term volatile because it's underneath the volatility trigger. So right now it's sitting at a pretty significant volatility state as far as the stock. So there's going to be, we can anticipate large movements. That's what I'm anticipating. You can look at the put call ratio here, net delta, and your average volumes and stuff like that. So you can get some really good information out of here. What's most important is this volatility trigger for tomorrow. 120 would be the one to look out for upside. But under there is bearish, and so our levels that we'd be looking at would be a break of 110 to the downside, probably a resistance at 115, and then we'd be targeting strikes at 105 and 100 for the downside. So that's how you get the Upstart one. Now you can also do a GEX-N, same ticker. And this is the chart I use the most, is the GEX-N one. And I'm going to show you why I like it. It's because it's the net gamma. And so it's going to actually break out the expiries going out 98 days to expiration. It's going to show you all those expiries. You're going to get the color-coded version of the net delta for each of those strikes. So this isn't actually showing you total gamma for just one expiry. Now it's showing you 98 days worth of expiries, and then it's showing you the net delta for each level. So you can get a good idea, like if you're looking at tomorrow, what the net delta is for tomorrow at a certain strike. So it's really nice to see that, because then you can get maybe 2 or 3 strikes, 2 or 3 expiries ahead of time to kind of give yourself an idea of the timing. Hey, can this thing actually move this much in one day, or is it going to move this much in it's going to take 3 days or so, 3 expiries essentially. So you give yourself an idea. So what I'm looking at here is, again, it's the same thing, vol trigger. What I want in the morning is, when I look at this, is what the expected range is going to be for the day. And then we'll see if any of these levels get updated, but we can see there's quite a bit of gamma, net gamma, basically built up on the put side here, meaning that price under the vol trigger is going to be slowly or maybe rapidly gravitating towards these levels. above the vol trigger, you only got the 125. You got some call gamma there for tomorrow. That's the weather update for Upstart. Anyways, that's how you get there. I'm going to leave that link in the description. Let's go look at Tesla. All right, so here's our daily on Tesla. We see how the picture changes here. So 4 days ago, there was a lot of gamma built up where it closed at 804. It sort of almost made it seem like too much. It was too much of an imbalance between the two. And what happened was the next day it closed 824. You can see there was really, now that I'm looking at this over the course of days, there was a significant imbalance to the call side on a single strike. So this is why I got pretty bullish on it, because based on the close, based on where it was with this volatility trigger, I thought there could be some pretty good upside here. Next day, so you can see what happened was all that put gamma got removed, but they kept the 900. So again, still bullish here. Lots of resistance here in this area. It couldn't even quite make it to 870. By the time it got to 870, it just couldn't get above it. So too much resistance here. Remember, these levels are going to act like magnets, but they're going to act like resistance as well and support. So doesn't mean it gets through them. And so there was just too much gamma built up for it to get through. And I had that in mind. So I was out of my calls by the time I saw it get weak there and saw the market kind of getting weaker. Next day, so now look how the picture changed. The picture changed in that the entire balance went to the downside. And obviously Tesla was pretty bearish today, as it almost went to 800. But all that gamma got removed. They kept the resistance here, and then they even added more resistance at 850. And so you've got Tesla, depending on where it opens, the new vol triggers is 845. And so if it's opening up under the 845, I would imagine at least a test of 800 comes. If 800 were to break, you've got some significant, support here down to about 870. Let's see our expected range. We don't know our expected range until the morning, just because tomorrow's the expiry. We need to get the open interest updates. But, next big level would be obviously the 750. So if there's an expected range that maybe encompasses that far down, we could think about maybe getting something in the middle here for some downside on Tesla. But again, this is sort of an overreaction on the gamma, in my opinion. So it looks like a pin to me, just because they just went so crazy building up that gamma on the downside, but they kept the gamma to the upside. It didn't really get reduced too much. They just kind of moved it from 900 to 850. You can just kind of see the progression. I wish I could see this live. How cool would that be? But we can only use what we have. So tomorrow, the plan with Tesla then, if this is the case, is, let's go look at it here real quick. Tesla right now under some significant resistance, which makes sense. They've got the big, huge gamma level there. So what I do is just come in here and just go, hey, look, here's a huge level there. And I'll just, I know this is my gamma level, this yellow horizontal. The next one is obviously 800. And you can come and look at it and just kind of, you've got that big. I just pick out the big levels here. Obviously 800 is huge, and then obviously like 900 and 850 are huge. And then we got to put our vol trigger in there as well. And then we just that's all we're gonna watch. So 845. 845. As of right now, again, that can change. I figured it out in this morning. That can actually change. So this is going to be our vol trigger for our upside. So as long as we remain under this green line, I'm targeting 800. And if 800 breaks, I don't know. Things can get a little dicey tomorrow with Tesla if this is the case. We ideally want it to open above all this resistance that it is right now. We want it to open above that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. See you guys in the Discord. I got my Discord in there. I got Investor Havens in there. If you like this, like, subscribe. Peace.